Welcome to the Total Compensation Plan presented by me, Michaela Bernini, for the United States Space Force. On today's agenda, we're going to talk about what the United States Space Force is all about, organizational culture, the competitive landscape, pay for performance, incentives and fringe benefits that are offered. The United States Space Force mission is holding the responsibility for organizing, training, and equipping Guardians to conduct space operations on a global scale that enhance the way our joint and coalition forces fight, while also offering decision makers military options to achieve national objectives. The mission, vision, and business strategy are outlined in the Lines of Effort trilogy. The first line of effort states that the Space Forces must be resilient, ready, and combat credible. The second line of effort is amplifying the Guardian spirit. The Guardian must be a principled public servant, a space-minded warfighter, and a bold and collaborative problem solver. Finally, partnering to win. Strengthening partnerships is key to accomplishing the mission. The United States Space Force must rely on the Air Force and its many roles in infrastructure and sustainment functions. The partnerships are not transactional, but rather set on building relationships. The United States Space Force's main purpose is to protect the United States and allied interests in space and providing space capabilities to the joint force. That said, protecting and capabilities are the main products produced by this agency. Each organization within the United States Space Force plays a vital role in supporting the role of the Space Force mission. You can join the United States Space Force civilian workforce at several global locations. The company culture is that of a large bureaucracy with a centralized power base and supervisory control, consisting of over 200,000 personnel, including active duty military, civilian employees, and contractor personnel. The culture is that of a top-down militaristic environment and workplace. The atmosphere includes strict personnel position descriptions and stovepipe workplace concentrations with delineated job functions and tasks, representing that of small cities with all the amenities and government officials to run its personnel, infrastructure, and communication with both internal and external stakeholders. This compensation plan promotes competitive recruitment and retention strategies. The United States Space Force offers a myriad of benefits and entitlements. First is competitive salaries. The salaries for civilian employees are comparable to private sector companies. Salary determinations are based on years of research with the goal of constant improvement. Additionally, each employee's amount is based on career field, years of experience, and position location. The law-compliant benefits include dental, vision, long-term care, life insurance, and healthcare with superior and low-cost options. Another category is comprehensive retirement plans. Employees will be offered immediate coverage under the Federal Employee Retirement System, which includes a basic benefits plan, thrift savings plan, and Social Security. The United States Space Force prides itself on being one of the most gracious employers regarding the work-life balance of all its Guardians. Depending on the years of service, paid time off can be earned in 4, 6, or 8 hours of annual leave per bi-weekly pay period. While 40-hour work weeks are the most typical schedules you'll find in the Space Force, other types of flexible work schedules are offered. Additionally, telework and remote work flexibilities have become a regular part of the workplace culture in the United States Space Force. Contribution plans are measured by an employee's contribution to the mission. An employee on a contribution plan can earn general increases, which is cost of living, contribution awards, which are percentage pay raises, and short-term incentives such as cash bonuses, which are earned each year. Additionally, time off awards. Employees will be measured based on the following 3 factors, which are job innovation and achievement, communication and or teamwork, and mission support. Performance appraisal quality level is where employees will fall depending on their contributions to the mission and performance level. The levels are 5 for outstanding, 3 for fully successful, and 1 for unacceptable. The Space Force also offers lead and supervisory differentials. Overall, the Space Force offers comprehensive pay for performance through mission contributions. So far, it has successfully attracted and retained highly qualified individuals in the Space Force workforce. The Space Force is excited to see how their example affects outside agencies and how they operate in the pay for contribution aspect of the paid for performance world. Other incentives, monetary and non-monetary, are recruitment, retention, and relocation incentives, cash bonuses, time off compensation, and paid overtime. Additionally, United States Space Force employees have the opportunity to claim real estate. If an employee relocates for a position, they can get a percentage of their fees reimbursed from the U.S. government. Space Force offers reward programs of various shapes and sizes. Gain sharing is a reward program for federal employees to participate in award-based productivity gains regarding performance. The organizational goals are typically geared towards productivity, avoiding waste, fraud, and abuse, and creating cost savings in production. Goal sharing is supported by gain sharing, and that every employee supports and works towards the organizational goals. Examples are productivity gains, customer satisfaction, and improvements to the program effectiveness. Within the United States Space Force, there are many fringe benefits that are offered. Company-issued cell phones are typically offered to high-level employees, and they are optional. Student loan repayment is offered to every single federal employee, up to $10,000 reimbursement. Also, federal employees working for the United States Space Force can file a voucher for cents per mile reimbursement for their trips to and from work. Additionally, if a position requires a certain uniform, Space Force employees can receive a clothing allowance. All full-time employees can be included in a broad-based variable pay program, with performance payouts often weighted by employee level. The United States Space Force follows business rules outlining maximum variable payouts. Variable payouts can range from 1 to 20% of the base pay, determined by meeting a high level of individual contributions and organizational goals. This variable pay program enhances the chances of retaining high-performing employees who may leave for other agencies offering more salary. The plan outlined the various ways to pay employees for performance and contributions. Moreover, the plan includes non-monetary incentives to attract and retain top talent. The United States Space Force prides itself on offering comprehensive incentives to fit each individual Guardian needs. The incentive programs will continue to be reworked to fit current culture and societal needs as often as needed. At this time, we'll open the floor for questions. Thank you for attending this benefits brief for the United States Space Force. Have a wonderful evening.